Hi, welcome to our money market update live here from Tehaleh, specifically here at the Seven Summits Lodge at Trilogy, the 55 and older community. My name is David Sturm. I'm a local real estate agent here in Bonney Lake. I bought here in Tehaleh, almost 3 years now, and am helping people move in and out of the community and get a good understanding of what it's like to really live here. Check out my YouTube channel if you're not watching me on YouTube with my trail talks. Give you a really good insight of what it's like living here. I can give you kind of insider information, especially with all the builders, the resales, and how to put together a strategy with local experts to make sure you get the house that you want. If you don't use me, please use another local agent, no matter where you're deciding to move to. Always try to get a local agent. And believe it or not, you see a lot of discount brokers out there, the Zillows and Redfins, and 80% of people buying or selling use a local agent. So go with the majority of people and protect your interest. Have an advocate who's an expert in your market and not just an agent. So anyway, hopefully you'll get something out of this. Please call the number below if you'd like a tour. I'd love to show you around, give you kind of an insider's perspective on how to best get into this community, not just Tehaleh, but the entire Bonney Lake, Lake Taps area. I cover everything from the plateau to the lake, and happy to answer any questions you have and be a resource for you if you're deciding to sell or move. It's more important for us to sit down, put together a plan, than just showing up with a pre-approval. And please don't visit Tehaleh without an agent. Don't walk into these builders' offices without having an advocate with you. I just can't emphasize that enough. Anyway, today we have only 48 active homes on the market. 21 of those are new listings, and 16 of those have price increases. Prices are going up drastically. A lot of those are the builders. There are some builders that are increasing their homes $2,500 to $5,000 every time they sell a house, depending on the model. So it's just supply and demand. It's all in play. It's happening here. But 26 people moved into their houses last week in the Bonney Lake market, and we're excited about that. One of them was $925,000 home, 5 bedrooms, 2.75 baths. It was a 3,100 square foot home in Stone Creek, which is just south of Lake Taps here in Bonney Lake. It went for just 3% over. We're finding out that here in Tehaleh, homes are going for 10 to 15% over asking because they're phasing out the first phase and the next, which is the first phase, and the next phase will be next year. Another 1,500 homes. There'll be a community center added to the community. We've got retail that's coming in soon, but the Eagle Ridge phase is coming to an end. But there are a couple builders that are still building up there, and they're changing their processes all the time. So, reach out to a local agent, have somebody with you to make sure you understand their process, because it changes. Some of them have a bidding process, some of them don't. Some of them have waiting lists, others don't. You got to be in the know, because these houses will never hit the market. So even though there's only 48 active homes, there are way more homes than that. They're just the builders. They never make it on the MLS. So be aware of that. There are 284 homes still pending. So 280 people have found their home. They're just waiting for it either to be built, which is the majority of those folks, or they did get into a resale, and 71 of those homes are resales. And all of them, 90% of them, were only on the market less than 7 days. So you got to be ready. You got to be ready to move quickly. I'm in contact with all the builder agents. I can get you into a model or a home very quickly. I have relationships with all of them. Obviously, the resales I can get you into right away. Do a video tour, or at least schedule your tour so you can get in and we can make a decision fairly quickly. I did have some graphs to go over. The market is as high as ever. It continues to go up. I wanted to give you a span of the last 10 years here, not only in the MLS, but the entire, not only the entire MLS, but Tehaleh here as well, to give some perspective of, yes, things are crazy here, but things are much more tougher outside this market. I'm getting more and more calls from the Seattle market, people just giving up, and they're wanting to come down to Pierce County where they get the same home for 3/4 the price. So keep that in mind as we look at these, but I want to give you some some perspective here, and I hope that you find it interesting. Please leave a comment or ask me a question. I'm glad to answer them and be a resource for you. This first graph is, and hopefully you can see this. This is um, well, this is actually the last graph I want to show you. The first graph, as you can see, they're fairly all the same, but the top line is the entire MLS. These are new construction homes that have been built, and the price. You kind of can see how the COVID curve kind of dampened things for a while, but then end of 2021 and 2022, it's going right back up. So the average price of a new construction home back in 2013 was just over 400,000, and now it's just over 800,000 in the entire market. However, here in Tehaleh, you can see the average price was about mid 300s, and now it's just over 600, and leveling out a little bit, but that's going to continue to go up through the year. So, 1 year ago, the average price on the MLS was $696,000, and Tehaleh was 593. Today, the entire MLS is over 800,000, and Tehaleh it's just over 616 and going up all the time. But you can see people are going, well, I'm going to wait the market out until things level off or come down. Well, it's just not going to happen. As I often say, the Seattle market couldn't crash if it wanted to, and if it did, we'd have many more issues to deal with than the housing market. But at this point, these are the resales. You can see resales are becoming more and more in line. 1 year ago, the average resale price for in the entire MLS was just over 600,000. Now it's over 730,000. And a year ago in Tehaleh, the average resale was 570. Now it's over 700. And then as we look at the entire market, it's just there's a little bit of difference there, and you can see that Seattle market just taking off, and Tehaleh is kind of gradually going up. Last year, the overall average price in the MLS was 613. Now it's 739, or yes, so it's gone up 20%. And Tehaleh was 585, now 650, up 10%. So these numbers don't tell the whole story. These are averages, but it gives you some perspective. And the point I'm trying to make is if you're going to buy, there's no time like the present. We're excited to be a part of this community. It's a great place to live, and I think you'd enjoy living here. But first, you got to check it out. It's all about figuring out the lifestyle you want first, and then you figure out the builder, and then you figure out the model home, and then you figure out the lot, and you make an offer. But the normal process of walking into a model home, picking out your lot and all your upgrades and what kind of elevation you want on the home, those things are all been pulled apart in the last year because of COVID, lumber supply issues, and labor issues, of course, supply chain issues. So now the builders are making more and more of the decisions for you, and you gotta have faith that the home you pick or the builder you pick is the builder that's going to build your home, and it'll be a quality home for you. And keep in mind, Tehaleh is a master plan community with a master developer, so these builders have to operate at a higher level than maybe some independent builders that aren't a part of a master plan community. So keep that in mind. All the builders here build quality homes. It's just some are doing things that are a little unique and outside the nines. I can show you those, show you what those are, give you an idea of what that's all about and how to best protect your interest. But know that the home building process used to be a much simpler process for new construction, and now it's pretty much just like resales. A lot of the builders are going to a bidding process, and the highest bidder gets the home. I know that one of the Brookstone model homes went up for sale, and I think it went over $200,000 over asking. It's just crazy. But you got to get in the game. Just take the equity that's in your house now, and we just transfer it into your new house. It's that simple. So I can help you buy. I can help you sell. I think last week I was showing you some of the information I have about the community. We have The Land Above, which is a great community magazine put out by our neighbors. We have My Trilogy Life, which tells you all about living where I live, with these fireplaces and the restaurant, all exclusive to Trilogy members, and of course my personal magazine that I can send out to you as well. I also have a buying guide, a seller's guide on my website, sternpropertygroup.com. Please like, share, give us a comment, pick up the phone, give me a call. Make sure you reach out to me before you come out. We'll schedule a tour, and we'll see you when you get here. Bye.